Hi friends, I hope you're staying happy and healthy and well. I'm coming to you from my living room, which I don't normally do, so there may be or may not be some technical malfunctions throughout, but bear with me. Um, I wanted to just do my part to share in that healthy, positive energy that is going around right now with everything keeping us indoors or at least away from the people we love and our communities. So this is a all levels vinyasa yoga class for your own home practice if you wish. I welcome you to it, and let's get started.
Let's start in a comfortable, easy seat. Find a cross-legged position on your mat. Sit up tall. Root your sits bones into the mat as you lengthen the spine, reaching up through the crown of the head. Take a deep breath in, shrug the shoulders up. Then on your exhale, release them down your back. Gently soften or close the eyes as you find a gentle space for your hands, either bringing your palms to your thighs or to your knees, and come into your breath. Notice your inhales as you fill up the belly, and your exhales as you release air through your nose. Let's take one deep breath in to unite the breath. Fill all the way up, expanding through the belly and through the lungs. Open mouth, exhale, release it out. One more just like that. Inhale to fill up. Open mouth, exhale, release. Seal your lips. Begin to bring some awareness now to the places where your body is making contact with the earth. Allow it to ground you. Find some space here to notice your breath, to notice your space here on this mat, coming into this very present moment. And as we practice yoga today, I encourage you to just think about building from the basics, coming back to your breath. Within each posture, as we move through the flow, as we find our static holds, find your breath throughout the practice. And anytime you notice your mind maybe begin to wander, which it will, come back to your breath. Notice the inhale and the exhale. Let's begin. Option here, open your eyes if you wish. On your next inhale, gently reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, bring your hands down to heart center. Inhale to open your arms up wide, thumbs reach back behind you, open your heart. On your exhale, round the back, tuck the chin, interlace the fingers, and press the palms towards the front of the room. Inhale to separate the fingers, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Let's do that again. Inhale to open up, lift the heart. Exhale, round the back, tuck the chin, and press the palms away. Inhale, separate the hands, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale to open wide. Exhale to round. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. From here, friends, plant your left hand on the mat as you inhale. Reach your right arm up overhead, bicep by ear, finding a nice side body stretch here. Reach through the fingertips, spread through the webbing of the hands and the fingers. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, bring your hand back down. This time, press your right hand into the mat. Inhale, lift the left arm up. Reach up and over, bicep by ear, grounding down through that left hip and reaching up all the way through the fingertips to find that nice side body stretch here on the other side. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, release the hands down. Moving into Sufi rolls next. Change the crossing of your feet just to give yourself a little bit of a change. And if that for any reason doesn't feel right in your body, keep your comfortable seat. And then find a gentle spot for your hands, maybe resting on the outsides of the shins, maybe even resting on your thighs. Take a deep breath in. Exhale to round forward and down. Finding one direction, matching this movement to your breath. And as you begin to move into this gentle flow, notice and bring awareness to your hips and your low back. As you find some comfort here in this posture, begin to hover over the shins. Now ground down through the sits bones and through your hips as you reach your arms out long in front of you. Breathing into the low back here, noticing that sensation in the low back. After you've spent some time here, breathing, you're welcome to hover to one thigh, hovering over and bringing your awareness now to that opposite hip. So finding that gentle motion that feels good in your body, letting this be organic. Noticing your jaw, noticing your breath. Relax your tongue, relax the jaw. And then change to the other side, hovering now over the opposite thigh. Bring your awareness to that opposite hip. Relaxing the breath, relaxing the jaw. When you're ready, make your way back through center. Wind up, creating a nice long spine. And just continue your circles 3 more times, finding that same direction, finding that same breath to movement. Nice. Gently pause at the top and change the crossing of your legs, noticing if that feels different. We'll take a deep breath in to start. Exhale, round forward and down the opposite way, finding Sufi rolls now, bringing that same awareness to the low back and to the hips. Finding this gentle movement to just begin our practice. After you have spent a little time warming up the spine, take a moment and hover over the shins, noticing if for any reason this may feel different on this side. It's very natural to not be symmetrical on both sides, and even the simple changing of our legs or crossing of our legs can make a difference. So just notice, breathing here. When you have found that noticeable opening or even unnoticeable opening of that low back, and you feel like it's ready or you're ready to move on, begin to hover over one thigh, feeling into that opposite hip. And then making your way to the other thigh when you're ready. Relax the jaw. Find your breath. We'll begin to make our way back through center, using your hands to press you up to a comfortable seat. When you're ready, shift forward into your tabletop position, stacking hands underneath shoulders, knees under hips, moving into a few rounds of cat-cow and going entirely at your own pace, matching the rhythm of your breath to your movement. Inhale, cow pose. Press your hands into the mat. Drop your belly, lift your gaze. On your exhale, round your back, tuck your chin, gaze behind you, cat pose. Inhaling to cow pose. Exhale, cat. Finding a few more of these on your own, matching again the rhythm of your movement to the rhythm of your breath. Knowing too that this is your opportunity to check in with yourself, listening to your body and giving it exactly what it needs, whether that is organic movement, maybe shifting the hips to one side or the other, maybe undulating through the spine. Find what it is that your body needs here for 3 more rounds of breath. When you've finished your last round, find a neutral spine. Inhale to tuck your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips up high and back. Press through all 10 fingers, especially through the index finger and through the thumb. As you create length through the spine, reach your tailbone up towards the sky. Inhale to come up onto your tippy toes. Exhale to sink your heels a little bit closer to the earth. Maybe bend one knee, pressing the opposite heel down, and then changing. Pedaling out your dog here, making this organic. Shake your head yes, shake your head no, creating space between the ears and the shoulder blades. And then find stillness here for one more deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step or float to the top of your mat, ragdoll pose. Bend your knees deeply. Bring your feet out hips width distance apart or wider. Hang your head heavy, allowing your torso to melt over your thighs. Option here to grab for opposite elbow. Sway side to side. Shake head yes, shake head no. Breathing, relaxing the jaw, bringing the weight now into the balls of the feet, trusting yourself that you'll stay right side up. On an exhale, bring everything down to the ground, releasing your grip. And then gently bring your feet together. Maybe big toes come to touch. Maybe you keep your feet wider for more support. With a bend in your knee, gently inhale, rise all the way up to stand. And once you reach the top, reach your arms up overhead, finding mountain pose. Hold here and breathe. Ground down through the 4 corners of your feet. Really pull up on your kneecaps as you spiral your inner thighs towards the back of the room. Relax the shoulder blades as you stack shoulders over hips, rotating the pinkies in. Take one more deep breath in here at the top. Exhale, forward fold, hands lead through heart center. Bend your knees as much as you need to bring your hands down to the floor. Head and neck hang heavy. On your next inhale, find halfway lift. Hands come to shins or thighs as you reach through the crown of the head. Draw your tailbone back. Firm up the belly, gaze down. Nice. On your next exhale, plant the hands. Step back with your left foot. Drop down to the back knee. Inhale, kneeling crescent lunge. Arms reach up overhead. Hold here and breathe. Front foot and back knee root down into the mat to firm up, to lift tall through the torso. Reach up through the crown of the head. Squeeze your inner thighs together to find that balance and strength as you stack shoulders over hips. Take one more breath in. Exhale, cactus the arms, baby back bend. Lift the heart up towards the sky as you breathe in. Exhale, half splits. Straighten through the front knee. Bring your hands to blocks or to a mat. Finding a nice, gentle micro bend in the front knee. Breathing here. On your next inhale, rebend into that front knee. Exhale, step back to plank pose, flowing through our chaturanga slowly. Inhale, shift forward onto your tippy toes. Exhale, bend your elbows just 90 degrees, hugging in towards your ribs. Inhale, upward facing dog, straighten through the arms. Come to the tops of your feet. Knees and thighs lift up and off the mat, spreading through the collarbones. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips up and back. Nice. Take a nice deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Let's flow through the other side. On your next inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step or float top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, finding mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold, hands come through heart center. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, right leg steps back. Drop down to your back knee. Inhale, kneeling crescent lunge. Again, finding grounding down through the legs, firming up through the inner thighs to find your balance, as well as your strength, reaching through the crown of the head. On your next exhale, baby bend, cactus the hands, reach the heart up towards the sky. Firm up the belly to protect the low back. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, find your half splits. Straighten through the front leg, bringing your hands down 2 blocks or to the mat. Breathing here, keeping a nice micro bend now in that front knee. Nice. On your next inhale, rebend into that front knee. Exhale, step back, plank pose. Moving into our chaturanga here on this side. Shift forward onto your tippy toes on your next inhale. Exhale, bend your elbows, hugging in towards your ribs. Inhale, upward facing dog. Press your hands into the mat. Lift up through the collarbones. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Friends, let's flow now through our Sun A1, time matching our breath to our movement. On your next inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step or float top of mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, mountain pose. Reach arms up towards the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, left foot. Drop down to the back knee. Inhale, kneeling crescent. Exhale, baby back bend. Inhale, back through crescent. Exhale, half splits, hands to the mat or 2 blocks. Inhale, rebend into that front leg. Exhale, plank pose. Step up and back. Flow through your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze to the top. Exhale, step or float top of mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, mountain pose, rising up strong. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hand, step back, right leg. Inhale, kneeling crescent. Exhale, baby back bend. Inhale, back through crescent. Exhale, half splits. Find a place for your hands, breathing into that hamstring. Inhale, rebend the front leg. Exhale, step back, plank pose. Moving through your chaturanga, friends. Inhaling to upward facing dog when you get there. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice. Take a deep breath in. Fill all the way up. Open mouth. Exhale, release. Moving on to our Sun B. Inhale, lift the right leg high. Heel reaches up towards the sky, toes point down. On your exhale, squeeze the belly, bring knee to elbow. Reaching right knee, right elbow, squeezing everything in. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, knee to opposite tricep. Reach around, giving yourself a nice big squeeze, pulling everything in. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step through low lunge. Inhale, rise up. Find your crescent lunge, full crescent lunge here, holding and breathing. Back heel is lifted, front knee is stacked over ankle as you reach your arms up towards the sky. Now scissor the legs together, squeezing the inner thighs together. Hips work towards squaring towards the front of the room. Shoulder blades melt down the back. Nice. From here, take a deep breath in. Exhale, open arm twist. Right arm reaches back as you reach forward with the left fingertips. Maybe you bring your gaze out to the side or even back behind you towards your right hand. Take one more breath in. Stay for your exhale as you reach. Inhale back through crescent. Exhale, airplane your arms. Reach your arms back behind you. Hold and breathe. Press through the ball mound of the back foot to really activate the back leg. Reach your torso forward as you send your fingertips back behind you, lifting your pinkies up towards the sky to really activate the triceps. From here, big transition. Inhale, chair pose. Step your back foot in. Press your hips back, reach your arms up towards the sky. Hold and breathe. Sink your heels into the earth. Maybe take a look down at your toes. See if you can see all 10 toes. Maybe even lift them up off the mat and then press them down into the mat. As you squeeze your inner thighs together, lift your chest, lift your heart. Sit a little bit deeper into your lunge. Nice. One more deep breath in. Stay for your exhale. From here, inhale, one-legged mountain, right leg lifts. Exhale, airplane. Reach behind you with your fingertips. Press your right heel back towards the back of the room. Create a capital T shape with the body, leveling the hips, reaching the crown of the head forward, sending that back heel back. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale, gently place that back foot behind you. Inhale, rise up, warrior two. Reach the arms out in opposite direction, stacking shoulders on top of hips, gaze past your front hand. Take a moment and glance down at your feet, either heel to heel, heel to arch alignment. Front knee stacks over ankles. Relax the shoulder blades down your back as you take a gentle gaze over your front hand. Nice, deep breath in. Exhale, extended side angle. Reach forward. When you can't reach any further, tick-tock your arms to 6 and 12. Reach up with the same intensity as you're reaching down, using your obliques to stay lifted. Shoulders stack on top of one another. Maybe bring your gaze up towards the sky. From here, inhale, reverse warrior. So keep that front bend in your knee, making sure your front knee is tracking over that ankle, and the knee is in the same direction as your toes. As you reach up and back, feel that nice side body stretch, reaching the fingertips towards the back of the room. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down to your mat, chaturanga. Always an option here to take any variations. Moving right to downward facing dog, if you wish. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take a deep breath in. Exhale, clear the slate, breathe it out. Let's do the other side. Inhale, left leg high, heel to the sky, toes point down. From here, exhale, knee to elbow. Really reach in. Find that core strength to squeeze everything in together. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left knee opposite tricep. So squeezing, rounding here, getting small. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step through low lunge. Inhale, rise back up to crescent lunge. So again, front knee stacks over that front ankle. Reach up through the torso, shoulders stacking on top of hips, rotating the pinkies in slightly to open up through the shoulders. Nice. Option to bend into that back knee as much as you need to, lifting up off that back heel, creating length here all the way through the spine and through the crown of the head. Nice. Take one more deep breath in. On your exhale, crescent lunge. We're just taking a gentle twist. Left hand reaches back behind you. Right arm comes forward. Maybe take your gaze out to the side. Maybe even reach back behind you as you lengthen through the fingertips. Relax the shoulder blades down the back. Take one more breath here. Staying for your exhale. Inhale back to crescent lunge. Find your alignment here. On your exhale, airplane your arms, sweep your hands back behind you, press into the ball mount of your back foot to reach your torso forward, crown of the head reaches towards the front. Lift your pinkies up a little bit higher, finding intensity here through the arms. Nice. Big transition here. Inhale, chair pose. Step to the top of your mat, sink your hips back, finding that nice lunge. Lift your heart as you reach your hands up to the sky, holding and breathing. Sink your weight into the heels, maybe lift off all 10 toes once again, finding that same squeeze of the inner thighs to keep your balance, as well as really allowing you to sink deeper into the chair pose. Nice. On your next inhale, rise up, finding that one-legged mountain, left leg rises. Find your balance here first, grounding down through that right foot, right inner arch. And then on your exhale, airplane pose, sweep your hands behind you, reach the crown forward as you send that left heel back towards the back of the room. Toes point down, hips square. Nice. As you're finding your balance here, keep a micro bend in that front knee. Creating this capital T shape now on this side, noticing if it feels different, and it may or may not. Either way, holding on to no judgment about that. We'll take one more deep breath in. On your exhale, gently place that back foot down. Inhale, warrior two. Spin the back heel down, heel to arch alignment. Front knee stacks over the front ankle. Reach arms out in opposite directions. Now square your torso towards the side as you relax the shoulder blades down the back, extending both arms out in opposite directions. Gaze gently past that front hand. Nice. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale, extended side angle, reach, and then when you can't reach any further, tick-tock the arms to 6 and 12, stacking shoulders on top of one another, reaching up as you use your obliques to stay lifted. Maybe you bring your gaze up towards the sky. Now ground down through the outer edge of the back foot and notice the weight as you're distributing it between the 2 feet. Notice if you can find a little bit more equality in the grounding of your weight between both feet. Lifting up. Nice. Inhale, reverse warrior. Keep the bend, keep the lunge in the front leg as you reach up and back. Now reaching fingertips towards the back of the room, feeling the stretch on that side. One more deep breath in here. Exhale, chaturanga or downward facing dog. You decide what you need. Cartwheeling the hands down to the earth. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, sigh it out. Friends, let's begin our Sun-B flow, matching our breath to our movement, knowing that this is just simply a guide, that really what matters is your breath and your movement. So making changes as you need to. I'm simply here to cue. We'll take another deep breath in, clean the slate, exhale it out. Inhale to reach the right leg high. Exhale, knee to tricep. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, knee to opposite tricep. Squeeze it in. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step through low lunge. Inhale, find crescent lunge, full crescent lunge. Exhale, open arm twist, reach the right arm behind you. Inhale, back to crescent lunge. Exhale, airplane your arms. Big transition here. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, stay. Inhale, one-legged mountain rise up with that right leg. Exhale, airplane pose. Extend the leg behind you. Nice. Staying here for an extra breath in. Exhale, tap that toe down behind you. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Keep that bend in the front leg. Exhale, chaturanga or downward facing dog. downward facing dog. Other side, inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left knee, left tricep, squeeze it in. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, knee opposite tricep, squeeze. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step through low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, open arm twist, left arm reaches back. Inhale, back to crescent. Exhale, sweep the arms behind you, airplane your arms. Big transition here. Inhale, chair pose. Stay for your exhale. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Left leg rises. Exhale, airplane pose. Gently tap down with that back foot. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior, stay low in the front lunge. Exhale, chaturanga or downward facing dog, flow through. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Last time through, friends. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, cross the body, right knee, opposite tricep. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step through. Inhale, rise, crescent lunge. Exhale, open arm twist, right arm reaches behind. Inhale, back to crescent lunge. Exhale, airplane your arms. Inhale, chair pose, step forward. Stay for your exhale. Inhale, one-legged mountain, right leg goes up. Exhale, airplane pose. Touch the back foot behind you. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left knee opposite tricep, squeeze it in. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step through low lunge. Inhale, rise, crescent lunge. Exhale, open arm twist, left arm reaches back. Inhale, back through crescent. Exhale, airplane your arms, reach. Inhale, gaze forward, chair pose. Exhale. Inhale, one-legged mountain, left leg goes up. Exhale, airplane pose. Gently touch the back foot down. Inhale, find your warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, chaturanga or straight to down dog. You decide. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, side out. Nice. Take a gaze forward on your inhale. Exhale, drop down to your knees and have a seat. We're going to move into core next. A little bit of core work to add on to what we've already been doing. So have a sip of water if you need. Then meet me on your back. We're going to start with basic crunches. So bring your feet flat on the floor, knees reach up towards the sky. Take your hands, interlace your fingers behind your head, and reach your thumbs for your jaw bones. This is going to help you keep your elbows wide. Inhale to prepare. exhale, lift, lifting the shoulder blades off the mat, lowering them down onto the mat on each inhale. So inhaling to lower, exhaling to lift, going at your own pace, keeping elbows wide, reaching the chin up towards the sky. Find a spot on the ceiling, maybe bring your gaze back a foot. Use that to lift up rather than forward. We're here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. We're going to pulse in 2, 1. Release your hands from behind your head. Reach your fingertips out long in front of you. Pull both shoulder blades off the mat as you find tiny little pulses here, squeezing everything in. We reach, 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 reach. Keep going here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Gently squeeze everything in, giving your arms a nice big wrap around your shins, pulling yourself into a tiny little ball. Take a deep breath in, open mouth, exhale, release. Coming into yogi bicycles, crunches, or bicycle sit-ups. Take that same grip with your hands, interlacing your fingers behind your head. Elbows stay big. Bring your knees up on top, stacking them on top of your hips, finding kind of a reverse tabletop with your knees. We're going to inhale to lift shoulder blades off the mat. Exhale to twist, opposite knee to opposite elbow. Opposite leg goes long. Inhale, center, exhale, twist. Inhale, center, exhale, twist. Find your own rhythm here, friends. Match your breath to your movement. We breathe here, keeping the elbows wide, bringing our elbow to our knee rather than our knee to our elbow. We're here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, gonna pulse it out in 2, 1. We're gonna pick a side, whatever side you've landed on. We pulse, pulse, pulse. Gentle movements, small movements, really targeting the abdominal muscles here. Lifting shoulder blades off the mat. See if you can get both sides off the mat for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side, switch it out. Opposite knee, opposite elbow, pulse, pulse, pulse. Keeping the elbows wide. Nice, reaching up with the torso. We pulse for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently release. Bring arms and legs out long. Take a long body stretch, reaching fingers and fingertips reaching back behind you, toes stretching forward. Nice big breath in, open mouth, exhale, breath out, release it out. Grab behind your knees when you're ready, rock and roll up a few times. And then when you reach the top, move your way into tabletop position. From tabletop, we're gonna find our plank pose. So stack hands underneath shoulders, press your heels back towards the back of the room. Hips in line with shoulders and heels to the best of your ability. Option to come down to your knees for any of this. From here, we're going to find a gentle tap to the shoulder, tapping our fingertips to our opposite shoulder. So we tap, down, tap, tap. Find your core, lower your hips, reach the crown forward as you press your heels back. Just here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2, and 1. Nice, lower down. Press yourself back to child's pose. Open your knees wide, big toes come to touch. Reach your arms forward as you send your hips back. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, sigh it out. Another breath like that, breathing into the belly, filling and expanding the lungs. Cleansing breath out. Take whatever time you need here, and when you're ready, we meet back through our tabletop position. Moving from tabletop back into our downward facing dog. Take a moment here in this downward facing dog in our halfway point to just see how things feel, maybe noticing any changes from this down dog to our first one of class. And noticing if you see any changes at all, or if not. No judgment with anything here, just noticing, just observing. Let's take one more cleansing breath in. Rich breath out. Let's move on. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step a foot, top of mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. From here, inhale, one-legged mountain. Right leg goes up. Exhale, tree pose. Bring your hands to heart center. Find a point of contact, either kickstanding on the earth with heel to your ankle, calf, or thigh, avoiding the knee. Find that opening up of the hip, a comfortable amount. Lift up nice and tall through the spine. Relax the shoulder blades down the back. Lift the heart up a little bit prouder than you might normally. And gently soften the eyes. Find your drishti, that space, that focus for your concentration, for your balance, that unmoving point. Maybe something on the floor, maybe something in or on the wall in front of you. And breathe here. And as you refine this posture, maybe challenge your balance by lowering or closing the eyes. Maybe even reaching up, finding an arm variation with your hands, reaching up towards the sky, or any variations here, reverse prayer. Finding a gentle side bend on one side and then the other if you wish. Taking any variation you see here. We're here for 3. Back to one-legged mountain in 2. 1. Inhale, send that right knee forward. One-legged mountain pose. We're transitioning into warrior 3. On your next exhale, begin to hinge forward with your torso, reaching that right heel back towards the back of the wall. Thinking of that capital T, grounding down through the standing leg and lifting up through the inner arch of that standing leg. Allow your hips to reach towards the mat, so finding a leveling of your hips so that your hips are kind of closed. Option with your arms is to reach your arms out long in front of you, creating that kind of Superman, Superwoman posture here as you sail through your warrior 3. You can bring your hands together at heart center. You can even send them back behind you, finding a variation using that we did before, airplane pose. And as always, you can bring your hands to blocks to help with balance. We're here for one more breath in. Exhale, step that back foot all the way out behind you. Inhale, warrior 1. So spin the back heel down. Back toes are angled out to about 1 o'clock. As we bend into the front knee, stacking that over our ankle. Hips square to the front of the room as we reach our arms up towards the sky. Relax the shoulder blades and breathe. Nice. Now from here, really our goal is to keep our hips as square to the front as we can. So take one more deep breath in. On your exhale, release your hands behind you. Interlace all 10 fingers. Shrug your shoulders up and down your back as you take a deep breath in to puff up your chest. Exhale, humble warrior. Hinge from your hips and bow forward, allowing your torso to come as far forward as it feels comfortable. So still staying grounded in the lower body. Both feet ground in, root into the floor, creating equal weight between both standing feet, scissoring the legs together to find that balance and stability. Take one more full round of breath here. On your inhale, begin to rise up. Release your hands, find warrior 1 at the top. Exhale, pivot to the short ends of your mat. We're going to find our wide-legged forward fold, so reach your arms out long. Toes point right in front of you, paralleling your feet to the short ends of your mat. Breath in to lift the heart. Exhale, hinge at the hips, wide leg forward fold. Allow your torso to melt over your thighs as you bring the weight into the balls of the feet. Option for your hands are to rest them on the floor or on blocks, maybe even bring them to shins, maybe grabbing for outer edges of the feet. Relax the head and the neck. Everything surrenders to the earth. Coming back to your breath here. Relaxing the jaw, relaxing the tongue. Option here to shake the head. Yes, shake it. No. And then arm variations here to reach your arms around you. Give yourself a big hug. Maybe even sway side to side, bending into one knee, then the other, as you just gently hang the torso over the thighs, just allowing gravity to take hold here, flowing with your own movement and your own breath. Take one more round of breath here before finding some stillness. Gently find your center, release your grip, open your arms up to a T, and with a bend in your knees, start to rise all the way up. On your next inhale, we've reached the top. Exhale, warrior two. We've been here before. Just adjust your feet. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, cartwheel the hands, chaturanga. Flow through or straight to down dog, you decide. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice. Friends, we move to the other side. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step or float, top of mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, one leg mountain, left leg goes up. Find your rooting now through your right foot. Inner arch is engaged as you root down, lifting all the way up through the spine and crown of the head. Once you're here, take a deep breath in. Exhale, tree pose. Hands come to heart center. Find a point of contact for your left foot now, either kickstanding on the mat, bringing your heel to your ankle, calf, or your thigh, avoiding the knee on this side. Open your knee up a comfortable amount as you reach through the crown of the head. Lift your heart. Nice. Relax your shoulder blades down the back. As you find some stillness here, find your drishti or your balance, your point of focus. Options, again, to play with that balance by closing or lowering the eyes, maybe reaching up, finding an arm variation, maybe similar to or different from the one on the other side. You are the master of your own practice, so do what feels right, do what your body is calling you to do. And then come back to your breath. We're just here for 3. Releases one-legged mountain in 2. 1. Gently send that left knee forward now, one-legged mountain. Once you've found a firm grip here, reach forward, warrior 3 on our exhale. As you reach forward, press that left heel back towards the back of the room. Nice. Now creating that capital T shape on this side. Ground down through your standing leg, keeping a gentle micro bend in that standing leg. Level the hips as you reach your arms forward. Option with the hands, you can still bring those hands to blocks at any time or even to the mat. As you lift up through the heart, you can bring it hands to heart center or send them back behind you like an airplane pose. Toes point down as you press the back heel towards the back of the room. Take one more breath in here. Exhale, gently place that back foot all the way to the back of your mat. Inhale, warrior 1. Nice, rise up strong. So back heel is down. Toes are of the back foot are pointing out to about 11 o'clock as you find a gentle bend in your front knee. Squaring the hips, relaxing the shoulders, reaching arms up to the sky. Nice. One more full round of breath here. Breathe in. Exhale, release your hands behind your back, interlacing your hands, this time placing the thumb in the awkward position, so opposite side of what you did before. It might feel a little unnatural. Take one more deep breath in to puff up the chest. Exhale, humble warrior. Just a bending from the torso. Allow the torso to reach forward and then just rounding towards any comfortable degree. Maybe that left shoulder sneaks inside that left knee. Gently bringing weight into both feet, scissoring the legs again to feel that energy in the lower body, using it for support and balance. Finding that drishti now on the opposite side, finding a point on your mat behind you to bring your gaze to. Nice. We'll take one more round of breath here. On your next inhale, begin to rise, reaching all the way up, keeping your grip up until you reach the top, rising all the way to warrior one. Exhale, pivot to the short ends of your mat. So feet are parallel to the short ends of your mat. Now for the opposite side of wide leg forward fold. Option here to interlace your hands behind you to take a chest expansion if you wish. Inhale to lift up the chest. Exhale, fold. Wide-legged forward fold. Just hinging at the hips, melting the torso over the thighs. Option here for your interlaced finger grip behind you for that chest expansion, or just reaching down towards the earth. We'll take a few breaths here, relaxing the jaw, relaxing the tongue. And then gently release hands to the mat. Another variation that we're going to take here is to plant our left hand down in the middle of the mat. On our inhale, sweep the right arm up so that we're stacking shoulders, finding a gentle twist in the torso. Maybe our gaze follows. On our exhale, gently sweep that right hand back down towards the middle of the mat. Inhaling, left arm high. Gentle twist on this side. Exhale, gently bring both hands back to the mat and reach your arms up, bringing your hands to your hips. Inhale, rise all the way up. Nice. On your exhale, warrior two. Just adjusting the feet. Inhale, reverse warrior, staying low in the front lunge. Exhale, chaturanga. Option for downward facing dog here. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Nice, friends. Let's take a deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale, sigh it out. On your next inhale, reach your right leg high. Bend into your knee, open up the hip, finding a three-leg dog, scorpioning your dog here as you open the hips up now to the side. Maybe rotate the ankle one time or two, one direction then the other. Then inhaling to square the legs and the hips. Exhale, half pigeon. Send right knee behind right wrist. Flexing through the right foot, press your hands into the mat as you lift your heart. And then option here to sleep your pigeon if you wish. You can stay lifted. We're coming into our surrendering postures, our restoring postures. So do what your body needs to do. Making sure your front foot is flexed, your back leg is out long behind you on the mat. If you've lowered down, bring your head to something, either stacked fists, a block, a towel, whatever you have handy. Just taking out the weight of the head out of the low back and the hips. And let's take one more round of breath here. If you've come down to your forearms, gently press back up into your palms. Gently tuck the toes and lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. This time on an inhale, lift the left leg up high, heel to the sky. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hips up now to the opposite side, rotating the ankles a few times one direction and then the other. Nice. Inhale to bring that leg back through center. Exhale, find your nice half pigeon on this side, bringing left knee to left wrist, flexing through the left foot, Opposite leg is out long behind you. Breathe here. Option 2, keep your hands where they are, lifting up through the chest, opening up through the heart, or gently sleeping your pigeon by bringing your hands down, forearms come down to the mat, gently lowering your head to something, stacked fists, a block, the mat. Coming into this posture and releasing the jaw, relaxing the tongue, and following your breath when the mind begins to wander. Take one more breath in and gently release something with your exhale. If you come down to your forearms, gently press into your hands. Tuck the back toes and lift your hips up high and back, downward facing dog. Inhale to bring your gaze forward. Exhale to come down to your knees and find a comfortable seated position. We're going to move into half straddle next. So coming into your seated position, extend your right leg long and bend into your left leg so that the left foot is to the inner thigh of the right. We're going to turn to face the extended leg, your right leg. As you inhale, reach your arms up towards the sky. Exhale, melt over that extended leg. Hands can reach out, maybe reaching for the calf, the ankles, the toes. It doesn't matter exactly where they land so much as you're feeling this either in the hamstring, keeping a gentle micro bend in the extended leg. I always feel this in my low back here as well. The more I bend into that extended leg, the more I'll feel that opening up in the low back. So breathe in here. And breathe out. Taking 2 more cycles of breath. And gently engage your core as you begin to roll up. We're going to take stargazer posture next. So gently reach your left hand behind you, press into the mat, lift up, reaching your right arm behind you, lifting up through the hips, reaching the heart and the hips up a little bit higher. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, lower down. Let's change out the feet. This time, bending into the right knee, left leg goes long. Right foot inside the left thigh as you reach and pivot towards that extended left leg. Inhale to reach the arms up towards the sky. Exhale to hinge, bowing over that extended leg, keeping a gentle micro bend in that extended leg to protect your knee. Breathing here, noticing that whatever sensations might come up for you in the hamstring, in maybe even in the low back. Being gentle to your body, stopping at that first point of resistance, not forcing, pulling, pushing anything, breathing. And as you're in these postures, these static postures, where we think that we have to hold still, try not to think so much about holding still, but being still. And just finding what you need in this moment. Maybe your mind begins to wander. Maybe come back into your breath. Begin to follow your inhales and exhales to gently guide your mind back to the present, if that's what your practice is calling for. Take 2 more full rounds of breath here. Inhale, gently begin to rise, engaging your core to lift all the way up. Stargazer now on this side. Plant your right hand down as you lift up and reach back with your left hand. Hips rise, pressing into that left heel, reaching up through the heart and through the hips. Nice, beautiful stretch here, counter stretch. Another deep breath in. Exhale, gently release down. Friends, gently stretch your legs out long on your mat. You can pitter-patter your legs on the mat, maybe just allowing for a little bit of movement here to just bring everything back into place. And then with a gentle rolling back, find a comfortable space on your back to lay down all the way onto your mat. Pull both knees into your chest. Moving into happy baby next. Press your feet like they're stamping up on the ceiling. Grab for inside or outside edges of your feet. Option to bring your two-piece fingers around your big toes. And then just press your knees towards your armpits as you maybe rock from side to side, maybe smiling. Lengthening your spine out long on the mat. Reaching to bring your tailbone closer to the earth. And if you feel like you're really peeling up off the mat, your lower body, you can bring your hands behind your knees, and this will create a little bit of length, even more so through the spine. One more time, relax your jaw. Take another deep breath in. Deep breath out. Come back through center. Bring both knees now into your chest as you extend your arms out long, reaching in opposite directions, coming into double leg supine twist. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, drop both knees over to the right side. Take a moment here if you need to restack your hips by shifting hips over to the left and then stacking hips a little bit more squarely up towards the sky. You might even come off that left shoulder slightly or work towards really gluing your shoulder blades onto the mat to find a deeper twist. 3 rounds of breath here. Inhale, gently engage your core and use it to help you bring both knees back through center. Exhale, double leg supine twist to the left, dropping both knees now this time to the left side of the mat. Taking whatever time you need here to find that same comfort here in the lower body. Maybe restacking hips, maybe shifting off now to the right side if you need to stack them up a little bit more. Maybe both shoulder blades melt into the mat, or maybe you begin to lift off that right side if you need to lessen the twist, listening to your body. Softening everything here, relaxing into this twist for these last few moments. Take 3 more inhales and exhales in this posture. Gently on your next inhale, use your abdominal strength to lift both legs up through center. Gently reach around, giving yourself a big hug, grabbing for shins, maybe pulling your forehead up towards your knees, squeezing yourself into a tiny little ball. Take in one more deep breath, the deepest breath you've taken in all class. Exhale, Shavasana. Release everything to the floor. Take up space. Let your heels flop open. Shrug your shoulders down your back and lift your chest as you reach your arms out towards the front of the room. Relax the muscles of the face and of the body. And come back into that gentle breath. I will guide you out soon. Take a deep breath in. Cleansing breath out. If you've decided to move on with the rest of your day and you're ready to transition off your mat, begin to bring gentle movement into the body. Maybe wiggling fingers, wiggling toes. You can rock your head from side to side. And then when you're ready, reach your arms up long and overhead like you're stretching first thing in the morning. And then gently relax your arms by your side as you make your way to fetal position, pulling one or both knees into your chest, resting your head on your bicep. Taking an extra moment here in gratitude for your practice. When you're ready, make your way to a seated position, using your hand to help press you up to a comfortable seat. Root down through your sits bones as you sit up nice and tall, reaching through the crown of the head. Hands come together at heart center. Thank you so much for practicing and showing up to your mat today. Take a deep breath in, fill all the way up. Exhale to bow forward, sealing in your practice. Namaste.